It's time to yap.
It's time to yap. Turn it up.
It's Chloe.
Daniel,
Jack,
And Keira.
and this is
What's Yappenin?
Live on Queen's Radio.
On YouTube and Spotify.
Oh, here we go. We're in.
Welcome to What's Yappenin, folks.
Happy to be here. I am Daniel.
I'm Keira.
Yeah.
I'm Jack,
I'm Chloe.
And we are the crew from What's Yappenin.
the core four.
Yeah. Do you want to just give us a wee explainer, Jack, of what we're going to be doing during the show? Sorry, I've sort of cut you off guard there a wee bit.
Throw me in at the deep end. So
Yeah.
What's Yappening is a Queen's radio show where we will be putting up on our Instagram different, how would you call it? Themes for each week?
Themes each week.
Themes for each week. And it's Google Forms, and we'll need you to fill them in. Otherwise, this will be a very boring,
Yeah, but a
and
short
short
discussion. Yeah. Each week. So we've 10 themes sort of planned out for the next sort of 10 or so weeks. So it's a show that sort of really requires a bit of audience participation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Daniel.
Yeah. So I suppose we could start by just sort of going around and introducing ourselves a wee bit. So my name's Daniel. We all study broadcast production at Queen's. We're all students, and I'm trying to figure out when we came up with the idea of this. It was in a lecture, which
It was
probably
kind of a joke at the start,
yeah,
wasn't it?
and it was originally called Yappy Hour.
Yeah,
Yappy
it was.
hour.
We had a few options, but then I think I ended up drafting up a wee logo, and I was like, that's
Yeah.
good.
Do you want to know what happened with the logo actually first? Because we had a logo at the start, but then what was the issue with it?
No, it did look really good, and like everyone I showed was like, yeah, that's great. And so my mum turned around and was like, these are ripping off Dunkin' Donuts so high key, and
Yeah.
I was like, right, okay, I don't appreciate that.
It was a Dunkin' Donuts copycat,
Yeah.
like image for
It was-
image.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was like orange and pink, wasn't it at the start? Yeah.
It looked class.
It did look
but
class.
Yeah.
It was blatant trademark.
Yeah. So we
was like
would have
copyright.
not intentional, not intentional.
We would have
but
got
yeah.
a cease and desist at the door. So yeah, it's probably a good thing we changed the logo up. And I think we'd all started to sort of share a bit of an interest in Queen's Radio, and then but that was all the way back in early September, October time.
Yeah,
Ages
like
ago.
way back. We've been planning this for months.
By the
and
4th of
it's
February.
No,
Here we are in February.
it's like literally taking way too long for us to start this. We
Yeah.
had a TikTok made on the account for the show like
Months, like
2
2
months
months
ago.
Absolutely ages ago, and there's a lot of us being going, oh, it's coming soon, and then but like we had no idea in our heads when it was actually gonna
Yeah,
happen.
we did not know.
yeah.
And now we're here.
Yeah,
So
and there's no theme this week. We're starting off this week just with a bit of a get to know us, get to know the gang.
first impressions.
First impressions.
that's a good
Yeah. Chloe, what was your first impressions of the gang?
Well, obviously me and Keira, we're like glued at the hip these days.
Yeah.
Me and Keira go
Can't
way
separate
back
us.
to the days of technology. Glenn Collegiate.
Because I'll be honest, when you guys first told me where you guys went to school,
I know what he's gonna say. it's
granola.
It's not funny.
Like I've
We've
never heard of
so
it.
many times.
Bro keeps saying granola.
Because that's what it sounds like. I'd never heard of it in my life.
Glenn Collegiate School, actually.
No, what?
Collegiate.
What's that mean?
I don't know. It's like sophisticated, I guess.
Oh, okay. High class. Yeah.
Yeah, so we met back in, well, we did move an image and technology together. And then, I don't know, we just decided we're going to become the same person. And we chose the same course. And we live in the same street. So we get the same.
You guys live in the
mode
same
of-
street?
Yeah.
Same mode of
I had
transport.
no idea.
To school
Literally 20 seconds away
uni.
from each other.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
every single day. So we're slowly just morphing into the same person.
Fair.
But yeah, then we came. What do you think? Where do we go from there? The first day is a good place to start.
First day, what happened? On the first day, we came up and we were like literally so nervous. There was like this massive table in the middle of was it Mandela Hall? Is it?
No, the Whitler.
Whitler.
Yeah.
That's it. There's this massive spread. There was bacon bath.
Put
There
out
was
a
fruit.
feed.
There was
Yeah.
croissant. Like they were shoving food at us.
Did you miss this?
Was this the induction
The
day?
induction
Yeah.
This was the induction.
You not
day.
here?
No,
The
I had a
early thing.
funny story. I had a migraine and I literally had to go to the doctors and get like multiple what would you call it, prescriptions to
Okay,
make
okay.
me not die.
You
It
missed
was
out on a cracking bacon buddy.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
yeah,
that.
you
It's
did.
really
Everyone's
good.
just
we
like
were like just
pouring out it.
nervous eating so many bacon
Yeah.
buddies.
I know, and like we were scared to go to the table first. We're like, no, we can't be the only people that goes up and eat food. Like, please, we're just girls. Like, we can't do this.
I'll be honest. So at the induction day, they sort of like grouped all the courses together, and then
Were you
went
there?
out. Yeah, you spoke to
spoke
me
to
on the
him?
induction day. You introduced yourself to me.
Yes, that's where I was getting to. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
was like-
How we like ended up in that situation.
I was trying to
Yeah.
walk to the bus
I
at
remember
home,
specifically.
and then I got a jump scare out of the corner of my eye, and it was Chloe, and she was like, "Are you doing anything for Freshers Week?" And I was,
he's such a liar.
that is exactly
Do you
what
want to
happened.
see what like this is what actually happened? Okay,
Okay.
me and Keira were walking. We had talked to a few people in the class. Yes, maybe we embarrassed ourselves a few times. That's fine. We moved on. We're walking past Maggie May's, and I see this loner out
Right.
the corner of my eye,
Right.
and
Okay,
I'm like,
okay.
oh, like this poor guy has spoken to no one the whole day. Like he's literally by himself. So I thought, why don't I be the person who makes the first impression? Why don't I try and bring a bit of light into this boy's dull life?
Like it was a university induction day. It wasn't like it was on the
No,
crisp
because he
edge
was
of ending it
actually
all.
sitting there. He was actually sitting there. He's trying to make me sound like I was like begging to be his friend. That's not what happened.
Did you speak to me
All
first?
I said was, so were you doing anything for freshers?
Did
to try
I?
and include
Did
this
I?
guy
Or did
in
I
our
not say that
conversation?
exact
No,
story
you
word
were
for
like,
word?
You were making me look like a beg. That's not what happened.
I spoke to one guy on the first day. I don't know his name, and he's since dropped out of the course. So
Matthew?
he
Couldn't tell
might
you.
have been. He had ginger hair.
I spoke to him on my first day.
Okay.
Legend. If
Sorry,
you're still out
we're not
there.
naming
Oh, yeah.
names. Not naming names.
Okay. Redacted. Nice guy. Never spoke to him after the induction day. And then, but I hadn't done my.
Producer Fiona's telling me off of her.
sorry.
She's like, no names.
I was.
Name was actually Matthew, guys.
Yeah, keep saying his name. Keep saying it. Yeah, but the first day, yeah, it was after, and then after that, I don't know what. It's gone off the rails here already. What did we do after that? I told you I wasn't doing anything for freshers.
Yeah, so I kind of then brought you over to like Keira and another person we were talking to.
Who shall not be named.
Yeah, because we don't name names. We brought you over and we were like having a little giggle. I think we went to the SU, got some free stuff,
Yeah.
and then like literally a week later, you turned around to me after we'd seen Keira like multiple times, and you're like, "What do you call her again?"
I'll
What's
be
her
honest, I
name?
totally
Thanks.
forgotten. It
Thanks.
was the first lecture, and I was sitting beside Chloe, and I was like, "What's your friend's name again?" Because I'd totally forgotten. Yeah, and then we went to get our. Have you done your matriculation thing or whatever? I don't know how you say it.
Matriculation.
Yeah, that
You
one.
got it right.
There you go.
Well done.
Oh no, we
A-
went
A
and done
plus.
that. That's what we did. You came with us, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, we all got our photos taken.
Yeah,
together
yeah, we
and
got-
all.
did that.
Yeah.
And they, but mine took ages, and I thought they've all definitely left, and I'm like, there's me, loser, no mates. And then, to my surprise, you were all still waiting there. And then the other guy we were with, he also has a Shrinkers video, but it hasn't been in there. He tried, but it didn't work. And I'd forgotten his name as well by the time, and then I had to ask Chloe. I was like, "Do you remember his name?"
He didn't know who anyone was. Like he
Yeah.
just obviously didn't listen to the first impressions. He was just
I
too
knew,
like
I knew your name.
he was too nervous and
Yeah.
like, oh gosh, people are speaking to me. Like
Yeah.
that he just
I
didn't even
was-
think about the names.
Yeah, and then I dropped out. No, I didn't.
Meanwhile, you didn't even know who I was at this
Yeah,
point.
Jack
It
was
took us
in
a few
like.
weeks.
Do you know what? There is a very what's it called? Intricate.
I
Intricate.
thought she was talking about
Sorry.
matriculation again. I was like, I said it perfectly.
There is it was a very intricate plan made to infiltrate Jack Lamont's script.
Oh yeah. You had a wee click.
On the
He had a little
first on the
click.
first workshop, all the cool kids sat in the one corner,
Yeah.
and
Us three losers sat in the other.
the far side of the room. What are you doing, Fiona? Sorry, continue.
You were.
You were
speaking-
Yeah, we were sat at the far side of the room. Excuse me. Sorry, continue, guys.
Fiona's beauty's putting me off here. But no, right. So we were on the other side of this computer suite
Yeah.
in the iconic Sark, and
Up a Sark.
during the wee break that we got, we all just sort of sat in the corner and were chatting to ourselves, and these three loners on the other side of the room just
No,
kept to
this happened
themselves.
Loaded over.
Yeah, like this happened.
This was
through
maybe
the
week
weeks.
3, week 4.
Wait, was it not like the second week? you
No,
came
no,
over?
no.
No,
We-
no,
we-
no.
We had been.
It took us a
planning
while.
This.
It took us a while.
Shows how
It
much
was at least
attention I
week
pay.
4.
Because you guys, if you go, if you know the Shark, and at the top floor, there's a computer suite, and you guys were sitting right in the sort of left hand corner of the computer suite,
The dream place.
the dream place, good spot. And we had said, right, the next time we're in that class, we're gonna go like 5 minutes early, and we'll get to the front of like the queue, like the unspoken rule of like the queue when you go in. I was like, we'll dart to the back of the class and sit down, so like either they can make the decision to then
Sit around
sit
us.
someone else or sit somewhere else or sit around us, and you sit beside us.
Alexa play Mastermind. by
Yeah,
Taylor
yeah,
Swift.
it was,
Honestly,
it was,
Literally,
yeah, it was a lot of
really
fun. I went into it.
intense.
And then we all became best buds.
I know.
We did, yeah. We just
Here we are.
started
You're
chatting
so
away.
lucky to
like,
have me.
Jack. It was actually quite cute. If you think about it, it's kind of creepy. Like, we did fully manufacture this friendship, but it's fine.
Yeah,
It's like, it's okay. 'cause
wasn't
I'm not-
natural in the slightest. Yeah,
I
but
only
it's
found
nice.
out about this like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Jack didn't know about this. We didn't tell him.
No.
We told him eventually, or I think it was the break that you're now split up with us for. We told Jack
We went
about
to
our,
90 days.
our plan, and it worked pretty well. Yeah,
Well, it must
so
have.
and now we are like we're in
No,
the
we're the
gang.
click.
We are tied at
We're
the
the
hip.
click.
Yeah,
Who wants to be us?
Yeah.
We are the it girls.
that is so false. Like people in our class definitely hate us. Like we are so annoying.
Speaking of a wee, not time you're annoying, but a wee time you might have embarrassed yourself was
the first episode.
come on,
really.
you knew this was coming out. We were in a seminar in Six College Park, and
It was like the second week as well. Like,
Yeah,
we
so,
didn't-
like,
I don't really know anyone apart from
everybody's-
Keira and Daniel.
everybody's
no,
still
'cause-
getting to
no,
know
it
each
was
other.
after that because we were pals at this point.
We were pally, but you were sitting with your friends in the row in front.
But
You and
still not
Aaron
pally
and
enough to be like, I'm absolutely
Yeah.
scunnered for the girl behind me, because what happened next was, I don't think it was just a complete accident. But me, Keira, and Chloe were sitting in the back of the room, and Chloe was leaning back in their chair.
No, she was
That's
literally
not
talking
what
to the lecturer at this
We
point.
always
You were leaning
leaning
back,
back.
you-
Wrong.
You were
He's-
leaning
you're
back in
trying
your
to embarrass
chair.
me. He's trying to embarrass me more than like it was bad. I understand, but I wasn't on
How
my
did you fall
chair.
then?
I wasn't swinging on my chair like a little child. Okay.
How did you?
How did you
I
fall?
know the
li-
I know the
How
repercussions
else
of that.
does physics work that you didn't? How that you fell back?
I will explain. Okay.
Go for it.
What happened was we were sitting and our lecturer, our seminar man, was giving us a little
Got it right the
Not
first
to
time.
name
Decided to go for the second one.
And he came over and he was chatting away, and you know I was getting a bit flustered because like everyone was like, Chloe, you're our speaker, like you have to speak and tell them what
Yeah.
ideas are. And I'm like, guys, I cannot do this. Like I'm not doing it. I refuse. So like, yes, well, it was dramatic in the end, but to try and make a point, I went to slide my seat back and be like, I am not speaking.
As in
And-
like, move
Like
your seat
push
like.
it.
yeah, like slide it back, and it got caught on the carpet of the floor, and I flew backwards, like literally slow mo, legs in the air. Lecturer standing over me in shock, hands covering his face.
was the
Whole
worst thing.
class erupts into laughter with Jack Lamont looking right down on me, giggling. Daniel can't even string a word together. He's like, "Do you want me to give you a hand up?" And I'm like, "No, honestly, you're quite all right. It's fine." Keira is like mortified because like we're trying to make a name for ourselves here, and I've just embarrassed us both like that. And I literally was like bright red, and that was me. I sat up and I just had to put my head down. I said, I don't know what to do anymore.
The lecturer, he didn't do it, but he was joking about filling out like an accident report form and everything.
I was like, I said to him, I was like, if you fill that out, I won't come back. Like I literally won't come back.
There was a day, to be fair, I was waiting for you guys at the train station, and this was like still early days. And it was, remember the time the trains got cancelled or called off or something? And you guys weren't coming. And I was standing at the train station. I just went home. I didn't bother
You
going.
don't
to
even
class.
go in.
No, I literally walked back to the bus stop and went home. It was only for that like 2-hour seminar, and then I was like, nah, I'll just stop in it. I'll
See
go
the
home.
amount of days that these three been off uni.
That is
Excuse
such
me, we
a
do
lie.
not.
Only
is-
whenever there's TransLink strikes do me and
Exactly.
Kara not make it to class.
Do you both drive?
Yes, but
Did you drive
I
in
can't
today?
park, and if there's nowhere for me to park, I
If
can't
they're
park my car.
offering a Teams instead, why would
Yeah,
you?
exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. If there's
That's
an
my
offering
point.
of teams, I'll be there every day of the week.
I was in
Yeah.
Teams.
To be
in
fair,
my
last
bed.
week Teams would have been better because in person was an
I felt
absolute
so
shambles.
bad for
Yeah, I
you.
can imagine. Yeah, I
was-
did consider coming in. He was like, well, if Jack is going in, I can.
Because we're a team.
We're a team. But then I saw who was there, and I went, well, it's probably better I just stayed off. Really, because there was no
Very
numbers.
small
literally like
class.
6 of us.
Yeah, yeah.
And, great fun.
Jack, what was your first impressions of like us three basically? Because we did kind of come at the same time, unless you knew one of us more than the other before that.
All I remember is on the first day I was sat beside Jonathan, the head of programming, and I was sat beside him and this other guy, and I was like second row from the back, and behind me must have been you three.
Giggling and kicking our wee feet.
Literally, like little children in the back.
Yeah.
Scheming.
And apart from that, I didn't speak to you. And
Cheers.
well, no, I didn't speak to anyone that day.
Okay.
And apart from that, then it was the workshop. Whenever you infiltrated the corner.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember that day. I remember sitting there and just talking to you, and then
But you just didn't
It
know
took-
all the workings behind it. Yeah.
it took me a couple of weeks to like tag along with you because I didn't know if you wanted just me or everyone, that sort of thing. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, we didn't know if like you actually wanted to speak to us or if you were just doing it out of pity. Like we didn't really know.
I
what
thought that for the first
was.
week. The first week I was
Yeah.
like, I think just because we're sat here, he's like
speaking to us
acknowledging our
really
existence.
bad. Yeah.
No, because you were quite funny, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. That's really.
And then when Chloe threw herself off a chair, probably like cemented like,
Honestly,
this is
like
my people.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
it gets brought up almost every single class. Like one person in the class will bring it up to me, and it's quite scarring. I have never been that embarrassed in my whole life. Like, what a way to make an impression, a first impression at that, to fly off your chair.
I think you've done pretty well since, so I don't think you've had any other embarrassing moments, really.
There's been a few, but
There's
we'll talk
there's
about
been a
that.
few debates,
in
but I
the-
mean, apart from that, there's been a few.
we'll talk about that in the embarrassing stories week.
We can't really bring it up, but you had a good one with a biscuit. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at
Really?
that. Yeah, yeah. If you don't remember, I'll tell you about it after.
Okay.
Put it this way: you were handing out biscuit. You were offering biscuits to the three of us,
No.
and someone that you weren't offering biscuits
stop
to
it.
came over and nabbed one, and you put on the pleasantries of like,
biscuit?
I was
that's
fuming.
no worries, and then they left, and you were like, are you flipping serious right now? But
Who
yeah.
is
I
the
was ready to
biscuit
flip a
thief?
lid.
Yeah,
I was
the biscuit
not happy.
thief. The biscuit thief. Like I'll be like the first week, I was not loving it whatsoever. In fact,
Yeah, we could tell.
we had to. Whoa!
You sat there.
Really
like,
whatsoever.
That's hectic.
I was chatting away to you guys, but I wasn't.
Yeah, but when you weren't speaking, you were like looking through a wall, like not there.
This was back when I was still in a relationship.
Oh, those 3 days. Oh no,
No.
because
Remember when they
on
did
the first
oh.
first
I know,
day
yeah, I
we
know
had
what
to
it
do
was.
a like get to know. We got into pairs and we had to get to know someone.
That's what I'm about to say.
The thing he said to his partner was, "I'm in a relationship," and then
He asked me, he's
I
like,
have
"Are
a
you single?"
girlfriend.
And I was like,
It was
"No, I'm
specifically, I
not."
have
I
a
was
girlfriend.
because I was in a relationship at that time.
And then this guy gets up and says about Daniel, well, ladies, like, you,
Steer
like
clear.
steer
He's
clear,
taken.
he's
Yeah.
taken.
the next day,
Like, literally like clockwork. This guy,
Cheated on me with her ex-boyfriend.
bro, is single. The class, like, it's kind of an awkward moment because, like, people don't know.
Can we do that whole thing again? I'm just like change your last answer. Because he's single, so I was like, oh, you know, he's single, and he was like, oh, he's taken. I was like, oh, there you go.
Oh,
And
that's
then
so cute.
the next day I was sat in my bed
36
crying.
hours later.
And we were giggling
And
so
to be
hard
fair,
at some of the things.
I didn't shut up about it for about a month. To be fair,
Oh
to
no,
you.
he still doesn't.
No, hold on.
You went through it at the time.
at the
you've
time,
got-
but
yeah.
You've gotten better, to
I'm
be
not.
fair.
I'm not interested anymore.
Bro, listen
No.
to Need To by like whatever that
So
artist
it was on
is
repeat.
on repeat.
It was on repeat. The slow,
Like,
the slow
This
version.
must
If you
have
know what
been-
that song is, you know it is like
That was October time.
moving.
This must have been whenever you started infiltrating, because I'd only just starting to know you, and I was like, "What's going on?"
We met outside Limelight. Do you remember? Harry Styles night, Taylor Swift night.
Taylor.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, we
Taylor
did.
Swift.
So I
Yes.
was at Oktoberfest.
Yes.
I was at
Yes.
Oktoberfest, and one of you guys texted me like, "We're in Limelight," and then because I remember I didn't really know you, but I took a photo, like a selfie of me and you, and I went home that night and I was like, "I'm developing some friends," I think, and
Told his mother that he's got friends.
yeah, I was
there,
like,
so-
"Oh, here we go." No, I cried myself to sleep that night, just because the breakup was still fairly fresh. But yeah. You know what? It was a tough one. It was a tough one. I'll talk about it more on
Bad
relationship week.
relationships week.
Relationship week. But yeah, it
I'll
was,
be quiet that week.
Yeah, my mic will be off.
I might just go home.
Where do we go for our first meal? If you don't count the centre beside the Sark.
Well, me and Keira went to the SU cafe
Yeah,
every day
Friday.
without fail.
Social.
The social,
Yeah.
yeah. We loved
Why?
it.
Because
in
you had
there.
an hour and a half break.
We did. It was great.
It was really good.
Oh yes,
Before
yes,
Chris's
yes.
lecture
Because we
on
had our
Friday.
tutorial.
The first place that we went for a group meal was Bunsen.
Was that the first one?
That was the first one, I think.
It was, and
Yeah, I think it was.
Because remember we'd been planning it for ages. We kept saying we were going to go get food somewhere, and
Yes.
we landed on Bunsen. We're like, that'll be a
it,
good
had it had
place.
only opened in
Yeah.
Botanic.
I think it was your recommendation.
Yeah, the cathedral quarter one's pretty class. So.
And that was the day that Keira lost her head,
Keira-
lost her whole
Kieran
mind.
had to go home and look at herself in the mirror and reevaluate things.
Life.
I have
was
never,
embarrassing.
because how long have we known each other in that stage? We were good
Boy.
mates,
It
but
was, it was like November time.
yeah, but I had never seen Keira in such a state of like, you could have breathed and it would have made her
She would have
giggle.
been cackling.
She was like she was in hysterics.
See, like, Keira seems so, like, she's so, like, she holds herself so well, and
Yeah.
she's quite sophisticated
Yeah.
and, like, mature, you would think. But I have seen her Friday
on a
giggles
Friday. Yeah.
for, like,
too long.
maybe about 4 years now, and it's, like, without fail, every Friday she will have Friday giggles.
That's crazy.
And, like, in school, it was, like, kind of, it was,
It was
we
under
would
the
usually-
radar,
It was
a bit
under the
more
radar.
radar.
It was like, whatever, like, it's a bit of fun. See, coming home on a Friday from uni, the first semester, I have never laughed that hard in my life. I told a joke that literally was, like, she makes me feel like I'm the funniest person in this whole world because I can just,
Yes,
on a Friday,
exactly what you mean. I know
like,
exactly what you mean.
I will say the most unfunny joke, and I'm even like, oh, and she's like, ha 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 ha, giggling away to herself in my car, and I feel great. I love it.
Did you when we were bouncing? Did you like move your head back? Or
Yeah,
something and
no,
hit the guy behind it?
what was it?
You whipped your
It was
hair
something-
and
no,
hit
it was
some
something-
rando
what did you
behind
say?
She was trying to impersonate someone.
Yes, that's what it was. So someone in our course had a bit of an accident. We were sort of like making.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Like that's not.
Kira's getting
Yeah, yeah.
cancelled.
I
think
don't
I know
actually
what
know
it
what we're
is.
talking about.
I was just like reenacting this.
Can we go back on now?
Yeah, we're on. Yeah.
Okay.
Were we off?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, we were off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay.
Class.
That's
10
fine.
out of 10.
Right. So should we go to
Okay,
Keira's
back to
story
the
here?
story.
She was recreating something
Yeah.
about just something that happened in our course. She for some reason she threw her hair back
I
in a
was
frenzy.
reenacting, and I went like this, and we were in like a booth, and there was guys sitting behind us, and I completely whacked the guy behind.
headbutt.
She
Hair
filled his
in the burger.
Poor boy was taking a bite.
And
Kira
literally
sandwich.
must on Kira's hair. Like
And I didn't even apologise. I just
she just
burst
acted like it
out
didn't
laughing.
happen, and we're sitting there mortified.
Yeah, straight in.
Anything.
Yeah.
Because the three of them turned round
They
and
were
just sort of
like-
like. And
What?
Kira was
you
oblivious.
not?
Like
Put
we
your
had
hair
to
up, yeah.
apologise. Like
I didn't even
like,
realise I'd done it until
I know.
you said.
Oh.
in a
was so
frenzy.
bad.
Like literally, bro had a mouthful of hair and was just like honestly probably ruined this whole day. But it's okay because Keira was in her Friday funnies and thought that this was just the
was
funniest thing ever. And
Yeah.
then we couldn't breathe after that. Like that was it. Like we had to leave Bunsen and it was quite embarrassing. So
Yeah, that was our first like
Outing.
Experience.
meal.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think of times we've been in Baba
guys,
because if anybody,
Just
yeah,
a disclaimer. I am the world's #1 Baba fanatic. If there is no one that
Baba
enjoys
has,
Baba,
if Baba has one fan, it's Jack
if
Lamont.
Baba has
Yeah.
one fan, it's me. If Baba has no fans, I'm dead.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah, I would, and if there was a season pass going,
Jack
I'd
would
have
get
it.
Jack
it would
would have
he would have it.
Have you seen? Sorry,
There is a
totally
season
off
pass,
topic.
isn't there?
There's a Limelight Gold pass.
I know.
I didn't win it, but hey ho,
Is it the competition over?
it's
anyway?
over. Ended a couple of
Oh,
weeks
can you
ago.
not buy them?
No.
No, it's like a one-time. It's like a
Limelight might lose a lot of money if someone if you could just buy them.
Either you buy season passes. How much would you put a Limelight season pass at? As someone that's expert in Baba.
Well, they're normally £6. Although, right, no harm. New Year's Eve, £17.
Yeah, don't even. I paid 25.
Right, that's on you.
I know.
What did you pay? 25.
Why would you ever?
Wholesale bit.
Was this the same night you had a nightmare?
Oh, you had to drive.
You had to drive and
I had
everything.
to drive
Sorry, I didn't mean like an
Years,
actual nightmare
yeah.
while you were sleeping. Sorry, I was just like,
on New Year's. Yeah, I had to drive. and paid 25 quid for a ticket and then drove home.
Sounds like a
That's-
wonderful
yeah.
night.
I
out,
actually-
love.
I actually did have a nightmare the other night.
Oh.
Tossing and turning. I woke up. Basically, what I do is I don't close my blinds or my curtains
That's
What kind of
criminal.
psychotic behaviour is that?
because then when I wake up, it's already light. I'm straight up. I'm
You're
at
so
it.
weird.
I'm
Yet
not,
you're
it's not
always late to
weird.
uni.
Yeah, well, I've slept in a couple of times. It's like
He has slept in literally
Every single
on average
Before
once a
11
fortnight.
a.m.
Every
we are
Tuesday.
being ludicrous. I have.
No, we're not.
How many weeks have we been doing this course?
Like, I don't
Too
know,
many.
a couple. Like,
couple.
I'd say
anyway,
about
it doesn't
16.
matter. You've slept
Yeah,
in
about
so much.
16,
It's
yeah.
actually unbelievable.
I've slept in, I'd say 4 times.
4 too many, my friend.
Yeah. I know, but like that's well, it's not once a week. It's like once every 2 or 3. Like it's not that bad, and I make up for it. If for example, you can't even blame me for the buses the other week. There was snow, and she was giving
I
me
made it in.
Yeah,
I made it
yeah.
in.
Yeah, I know, but I was on public transport.
An hour and 45 minutes from 8 miles away. Just saying.
You only 8 miles.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, as the crow flies, as they say.
Okay, and I was getting a bit of yap here. One word answers. She was K'ing me. Okay.
We were
Like
filming.
I'm on a bus. I can't do it. I can't run further. I'm on the Antrim Road.
I mean, you could run, but like,
I could run, but I don't think I'd make it very far. To be fair, I
I
definitely
ran a
wouldn't
5K the other day.
5K.
just I'm so proud of myself. Just want to get that out there. Yeah. I'm so. Fiona's telling me to look in this camera. So.
Yeah.
this is so silly, guys.
We also went to.
I'm in a silly, goofy mood.
We went to.
No.
We went to Port Rush.
Oh,
We've been
yeah,
out.
we
Oh,
did.
Yes.
we went to Port Rush and we went to Doogie's Goodies,
Oh
and I was shaming Doogie's Goodies for trying to record a video. So I was.
no, because you were
No,
doing
we
it like an
didn't
absolute
shame
melon.
you. Yeah, you were acting like a melon is a good way.
Acting
to
like
put
a
it. You
Facebook
complete-
mom howling your phone, just like
outside.
smiling behind it as you were
Guys,
taking
walk
the video.
in front and I'll get it. Like, not your kids.
Yeah, but I'm trying to make it all aesthetically.
Take a video of me while I try this.
Take a video where I take a big chomp out of this flipping French
French
cream.
French fancy.
Chocolate cream, chocolate.
Oh.
chocolate.
Wrong podcast, Daniel.
Yeah, sorry. Imagine you got the big man in here. You'd never do it.
Dear help anyone. If we get anyone more famous than broadcast production course, I'd be surprised.
There's a
I'm not surprised. I have high hopes.
Do you?
I
Yeah,
love
if
your
we stay on
aspiration.
topic for longer than 2 seconds.
Yeah. True.
So maybe
Like a lot
let's
of
get
this is
back
me.
to it.
Yeah, we're good. We went to Port Rush. That's what it was. We went to Port Rush and Doogie's Goodies in the
Yes.
same day.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Doogie's Goodies on the way home.
It was a trip around the north coast.
It was a trip around the north coast.
Great.
Flying visit.
And we started off in Junction 1 McDonald's.
We did.
Oh, yes.
And it was great, and it brought back so many childhood memories.
10
I
out of
thought
10 hash browns.
yeah,
That's
it
what
was
says.
so good. Did anyone else think that the Boulevard and Junction 1 were the same place? I thought the Boulevard was just Junction
you.
1, but like
No.
Just
upgraded,
different-
like it just
different
got like a
junctions.
BBL kind of thing.
No,
Oh
the
I
Boulevard.
thought it was just.
I'd
better.
argue the Boulevard is in Banbridge and Junction
Yes,
One's in
yes.
Antrim.
Antrim? Yeah.
I didn't
I'd
know.
also argue that
Not
case.
wanting to be a hater of you, Chloe, but that's
Could be,
my
yeah,
opinion.
Very far away.
Okay.
And we started in Junction 1 McDonald's, and then we moved on to the north coast itself, and we did a lot of yapping in the car on the way there.
Gavin the Golf was
A lot of
victim to
yapping.
our yapping.
Yes, he was, and there is, by the time this is out, there will be a vlog on the What's Happening YouTube channel.
Well, and
Oh.
you know what? We just watched it, and it's actually like kind of banging. Like it actually slaps.
10
not
out
gonna
of
lie.
10, to be fair.
So that'll be out now. If you're listening on the air or
That
on
was
catch up, it'll be on the.
We Daniel paid about £16 for a pack of editing transitions, and like, do you know what?
It paid off.
It paid off.
Didn't
So
pay me,
good.
but paid off. Yeah.
Give him what you like.
I lost money, but it was good. So you should watch that if you're interested in some.
While we're just plugging the YouTube, follow the Instagram and the TikTok
Yes.
at What's Yappenin.
Yes.
No G at the end.
No,
Seems
No
we're
G.
just what's happening.
Seems to be
Yeah.
a confusion.
we cut it off.
But
Yeah.
It's confusing my flipping Apple keyboard is what it does, because every time I type in what's happening,
Autocorrect.
it autocorrects to what's happening, and then
Oh.
I have to go back, change the Y, and then I get rid of the ing, and then it goes, this guy just doesn't know how to spell at all, so then it just changes straight back to what's happening. So yeah, I need to get in contact with Apple. But yeah, follow all our TikToks.
Yeah,
Stuff.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say a wee bit of backstory about the name. Like, if you can't tell already, we're like half an hour into this. Like, a lot of us are a load of yappers, and like
Yeah.
that's the whole point. I feel like this is a good place to
Yeah.
just, let it all out. To be
Yeah.
honest, and we want to get you guys involved. So if yous are like us and you're known yappers, send it in. We'll get on the air. It can be anonymous. We'll put your name out, whatever you want.
Yeah. And
And-
don't hold back. Be
Yeah,
as detailed
don't
as you
hold
want
back.
with your stories.
Because trust me, we have some really horrifying stories of each other, and
Also some boring ones. So
Yes.
please send
So
in interesting
please.
ones.
Speaking of Baba, that's what it was. You mentioned earlier, but I was going to tell a story about it, but forgot. You dragged me and Keira halfway across the country to BFC. So this was so
no, this is another one.
I went
This
home
was the other
because I was
one.
not for tracking that way.
yeah. So here's a bit of tea. So I had sorted a lift home. I had sorted a lift home.
Oh, I know.
This is me at my breaking point, man. Right.
No, like we're out of the breakup with this.
Out of the breakup,
it's
but
Still rough.
Still rough. Still a bit of a sore wound. Yeah, still plaster over it. And the gentleman that kissed my girlfriend at the time was also in Baba that night.
he
No.
was.
I steered clear. Okay. Wait.
Daniel
wait.
thought he was
Drama.
Like
rocky.
side
No,
eyes the entire night.
okay, yes, I was dipping the shoulder a tiny bit when I was walking past
He
him,
was
but
thinking
there
he was
wasn't-
rocky.
but I didn't speak
running
to him.
about
I didn't speak
the
to him.
main room of Baba, and me and
I
Keira were
just-
like, let's just slow down,
I
buddy.
just put the old shoulder in on the way past, and then Chloe was like, "Let's go get some BFC." Isn't that BFC?
Because that's what you do.
BFC.
After a night at Baba, you go and get a BFC, and that's just how it is.
Not what I do.
Do you do that?
I go
And you're there every
to
week?
I go to Consort of McDonald's because it's en
Well-
route.
Is it 24/7?
It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh no, Consort is it's 24/7.
Oh, very good.
McDonald's just.
I've heard a lot of people
Thursdays.
love the chicken licking, but I've never been. I'm
Oh.
personally,
I have been
I've
chicken
tracked
licking.
it to BFC every time, and it's not really been my choice.
Fun
so I
story.
thought-
The last time I was in chicken licking was my formal when someone else kissed my formal date. I just have a real, bad reputation of.
Perform for this?
Yeah, so, it's happened to me. It's happened to me four
Definition of a
times.
you problem.
Genuinely, so my first formal, my best mate kissed my formal date, a pre-formal. Then the next formal, a different best mate, who's actually coming on my podcast this Friday, kissed my then formal date that year. And then I ended up traipsing her chicken licking. And then most recently, my girlfriend or my ex-girlfriend was kissed by her ex-boyfriend, who is a mate of mine. I mean, we're not exactly best buds right now, but we were mates. But yeah, I was dipping the shoulder into him at Baba a little tiny bit. I hold my hands up. Okay, yeah, I did, but
Just a bit.
yeah. And then I got outside, and Chloe was like, "Let's go to BFC." I said, "Yep, perfect." We went to BFC. No, I wasn't aware of the BFC location. I didn't know it was the other
Where
side
is
of
it?
Belfast. I never made it to BFC. I got to the centre of town, where the Tortilla and everything is, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to Limelight actually because if my lift could be gone, or because I don't know where, it was like something of Lord of the Rings, we were traipsing through. But right before I did leave, Chloe decided she was going to do an Ed Sheeran, and her legs didn't work like they used to before, and she hit the deck in the middle of town.
Like,
No,
not
it was
even hit
empty.
the deck. I swooped up into the
Like
air
full
and
on
flattened
slid.
onto the floor.
Yeah. She hit the deck. I was like, do you need a hand up? Again, she declined the hand up. And I was like, right, okay. And turned around and just sprinted back to Limelight. When I got back to Limelight, I texted one of the guys that was in my list and said, hey, where are you guys? Oh, we're way on, mate. I was like, what? It's, nearly 2 a.m. Where have you gone? I was like, yeah, the lift came, but the other guy who I had been dipping the shoulder into got into my lift instead of me.
Ooh.
And used an expletive and said, bleep that guy, let's go. And they drove on. So there I was, 2 a.m. outside Baba, with no lift. No lift. Sort of thinking, how am I getting home? You'd left
I
this stage.
would have offered you one, but I was in my
But you
bed
were
at this
gone.
point. I'd left at 1.
Yeah.
Also said I would give you a lift, and you declined.
Refused.
Because you were in your feels, I think.
I was very upset, yeah.
I said, come back, I'll give you a lift, or we'll pick you up
Yeah.
at Limelight. And you said, no.
I did.
Bro was in
Just
his
no,
music
no.
video.
Because I just was like,
era.
I'll get one sorted, because especially you live nowhere near me, so I was like, I didn't want to. But then what happened was I then had to phone my father, who was sleeping in his bed. And I said, "Listen, I'm gonna need you to come and get my haircut." And I explained it to him, and he was like, "Right, okay." And 20 minutes later, a very unhappy father appeared at the doors of Limelight. Let's go, son. And that was that. Your mother gave us all a lift home once, and this was very early on when we didn't know each other.
I put it on my story actually. I've known these people 29 days.
Yeah,
when
that's
we were
what it
all
was.
sat in the backseat of her mother's XC90.
And Chloe turned to her mum and went, "I'm going to Amsterdam whether you like it or not." And
spoiler alert, she didn't
she
go.
said not going to Amsterdam.
My lack of friends would beg to differ. Yeah, I remember that was a pretty solid night. We got pizza from
Love Pizza on the Ormo. Oh, 10 out of 10.
Was this the broadcast production night out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was
That
good.
really wasn't the broadcast production night out because probably about
Like
9
6
people
people turned
showed up.
About
So, yeah,
40,
9 might be
yeah.
pushing. I think it was about
It was
6.
put in the group chat, so it's on them.
Yeah.
Got some love pizza. It was honestly one of the best pizzas I've ever had in my life, and I think that could be due to the fact I'd consumed.
No. You may have. I didn't. And
It was good.
It was 10 out of 10.
Well, got into the front of Mum's car, and I just remember I had my arm stretched through the back, holding Keira's hand the whole way home, eating my pizza in the other hand. I was like, "Oh, this is just the life, isn't it?" Telling my mum going to Amsterdam, deal with it. She's going. I'm not. Fun fact. So
Is your mum going to Amsterdam?
yes, like at the end of this month or something.
Oh, the
So
turntable.
So you inspired her.
I think my words of wisdom have obviously just inspired her to go.
Obviously.
You're quite keen to go on a holiday this year at some point because
Guys,
you're currently
I want to go
holidayless.
on holiday so bad, and like they just like don't like me enough. I think.
How many holidays are you going on, Chloe?
Haha.
Big fat zero.
Actually, I'm going to Edinburgh, so
Ooh,
let's not
very
go
good.
there. Okay.
BTEC Northern Ireland. Where are you going?
Ooh,
Where you going?
Where? Well,
In summer?
actually, funnily enough, me and Jack,
Oh, yes.
funnily enough, are
Oh,
going
yeah.
on the same flight accidentally
Yeah,
in the summer
Mallorca, mate.
to Morocco.
and I'm going to Albufeira.
3 days after I'm back from Albufeira.
Oh yes, and
I'm filming.
Chloe's going to work.
Yeah, I'll be getting my money up, guys.
yeah. We'll go
Honestly.
next year.
Yeah, so they
We'll
say.
take a wee day trip up
Let's
to
just
Port,
mark
Port
this
Rush.
moment.
Yeah.
The biggest
yes.
holiday I've been on is the flipping North Coast.
We actually need to stay on one topic because I was like, oh, we got to the North Coast and then I ended up talking
Oh
about
my
how I was putting the shoulder in the boys in Limelight and getting stranded at the side of the road.
We're so good at this.
Sorry. Yes. We'll go to holiday next year. I have a house in Port Rush. We could have a wee.
Great.
Why was this not brought up
Adventure.
before?
There was people staying. That wouldn't be there.
QUB
Okay.
Yeah.
Radio. What's it called? Queen's Radio. Port Rush trip. QUB. What's that mean?
Queen's University Belfast. It's the university you attend.
Have you ever looked at your student card?
Let's just forget about that. No, in my head I got QR and QUB confused, but we're okay.
Could you not
now.
work out what it...
I know.
I always
just-
call
in the
this
moment-
Q radio to be fair, without thinking. Yeah. Oh, well, that's no good.
QUB.
Applied for a job at Q radio and they turned me down. Yeah, don't worry, it's not a tough.
Honestly,
fantastic
guys,
thing.
we will learn to stay on topic, and like it will be a bit better. But
Maybe
it's the first week,
should
so
we
cut us
have-
some slack.
Should we have like a wee button that has like a stay on topic button?
Yeah,
What we need
Yeah.
is producer Fiona to like click us back into topic here.
Yeah.
Cue cards, big massive A3.
Stop yapping.
Topic.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Oh please.
I'll get a button
Yes.
that we can press to
Remind
stay back
us.
on.
We are
time.
all just like that's what it is. We're all just yappers at heart.
Yeah.
And
Born to study, forced to yap. That's what I say.
literally, well,
Born to study.
it's actually.
the other way
Are we
round.
at uni?
We're in university.
It's not born to yap. Forced
Oh,
to
yes.
study.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
was gonna say you said the wrong.
Born to study.
Sorry,
We're
folks.
forced to yap.
I'll say it again for some promo.
Yeah.
Born to yap.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shush,
Yeah, it is.
Chloe.
Forced to study.
Born to yap, forced to study. It's no good. No good.
Yeah.
We're not really forced to study though. How much studying have we really done this year?
29 out of 100 in an essay.
That's
That is
hectic.
criminal,
I-
by the way.
Shocking.
I'm sorry. I went home and I really gave it what for to my parents who had nothing to do with it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this and this. I haven't done anything about it. I think it was slightly harsh. I'll
It
say
was
that.
very harsh.
I think it was slightly harsh.
I
Well,
literally got
maybe we should
double
just
your
read
mark.
the essay
Okay,
first.
don't say that because that's a bit. I think to say that there was zero structure to it at all was a bit harsh. But I mean,
Zero for analysis.
zero for analysis, zero for structure. I think it's a bit harsh. But because I used the word analysis multiple times. But
The word what?
Because
Analysis.
he used the word
Analysis.
analysis.
No, but like
he
I was
thinks
like
it-
chat. But
yeah.
to say there's zero is ridiculous. ridiculous. So it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Sorry, we made it to the North Coast.
Oh
we did.
my gosh, we're back to the North Coast.
Bye, Fiona.
We made it to the North Coast, and when we got there, we decided to do what? I've forgotten.
We went to Ballintoy.
We went to
We did.
Ballintoy
Yeah, we went
for
there
all of
first.
15 minutes. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, it was a whistle-stop tour because someone had to go to the Opera House.
Sorry.
Keira.
Sorry.
What did you go see?
Pantomime.
Yeah, what?
What was it?
Snow White.
Was it?
It was.
Must have been a good
Was
pantomime.
it?
Snow White.
Yeah, Snow White. That's
Seven
what it was.
Dwarfs.
Yeah, it was actually. Not you're saying that. Yeah. 10 out of 10.
We were in Ballintoy Harbour for all 15 minutes. This is all on the vlog, by the way, as well. But we were in Ballintoy
Watch the
Harbour
vlog.
for 15 minutes. And then we decided to go to the amusements. But good old Chloe here got some muck in her new trainers by
Yeah,
just
I did.
stomping
Brand new.
around in a money puddle.
Wee woman thought she'd be Peppa Pig for the day.
We know balance as well.
Yeah, it was brand new.
Yeah, I got them for Christmas, guys.
Sad.
This was like 2 weeks
Yeah.
after Christmas, to be fair.
Yeah. It was during the Christmas break.
Went to the amusements.
Yeah.
Had a blast, to be honest. We all got,
Got matching
like
Lego
we did. We
bricks,
got
yeah.
matching Lego
Oh,
bricks,
yes.
key rings. We got the What's Yappenin bear, who I did forget to bring, but I'll bring him in the future.
So yeah, absolutely.
Sir
Sir
Yapsalot. You will see him in the vlog. He's
He's in the
very
vlog.
cute, and I had quite a moment with him in the video.
Stacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very cute, guys. But yeah, I won like literally like 1 million tickets. Not even joking. Like
The amount of
I
money you spent that day
no.
was criminal.
Let's not talk about the money. Let's talk about tickets. I made so many tickets, and this is the thing. I might have a slight problem with arcades and amusements because anywhere that gives me tickets for playing games to then win prizes, like what? I would pay the money like regardless of getting a prize out of it. So the fact that you get tickets and then you can go to the little gift shop and get like cute little things, like that is the best thing I've ever heard of my life.
Yeah.
Do you not like? Do you not agree? Am I just like am I just crazy?
No, all I know is that I spent over £10 in there, and all I had to show for it was a plastic Lego brick and a
Yeah.
bouncy ball.
We got.
I didn't
lots of
even get a bouncy
Smarties
ball.
and everything.
I didn't even get a
Did you just
ball.
hand your tickets in and just
I
whatever?
I sacrificed them for Sir Yapsalot. I think I have like
Okay.
50 tickets.
Okay. We need to get him stitched up, by the way, as well.
Yeah, I can do it.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Can you so?
Yeah,
Okay. Nice.
at a very amateur level. I sewed a hole in a hoodie once,
Amazing.
and that's about it.
Yeah, so
One
we
time.
put our did one of you get a big bonus? Was it you got a big bonus on a game and
Yes.
loads of tickets
Yeah,
started firing
that
out?
was Chloe.
What game was that? It was the
Was it basketball or something?
no, it wasn't basketball. It was netball. No, I think it was one of the games that you like knock stuff down.
Oh yeah, like you threw one of the like wee balls at the.
Oh no, it was the beer pong. There's like a
Course it was.
basically
That
it was
was
like a
it, it
rip
was
off
beer
beer pong, and
Okay.
for some reason I was just really good at it.
Yeah.
Got the bonus, got like 300 tickets out of it. I was like, this is great. Like it just kept coming, and it was like the best day of my life. Also got electrocuted
No,
on the
you
little
didn't.
on the chair,
No, I'm gonna say
No, I did. It was
your
so
hand
scary.
started vibrating like it wasn't like it was.
and it hurt.
Oh, you're so brave.
You know, they dared me to do it. They double dog dared me, and then I had to do it.
Your
so I like
face
held
was
on,
like,
Yeah.
and it was like shocking. My
And then we did the
hands.
Just Dance thing.
We did.
Daniel beat you.
Did
How
beat you.
embarrassing
Destroyed
for you.
What was the song?
One of the next videos on our YouTube is going to be a Just Dance battle, and I'm telling you now,
Possibly,
I
is
will
it?
destroy
free.
all of them. Anyway,
Break Free by Ariana
that was
Grande.
just a
How's
little
it go?
side
that
piece.
was it.
Go on, Chloe, you can sing.
How's Break Free by Ariana Grande?
This is the
Part
part where I
where-
say
Yeah, okay.
I don't wanna.
Stronger than I've been before. Yep. Don't you dare make that face. Yeah, so then we did the amusements. Nothing to show for it apart from a bear and some plastic bricks. And then we left and went to Bob and Bert's.
Yes, in
Yes.
Port Stewart, the original Bob and
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bert's.
Is that the original one?
Really?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think so.
I
I
didn't
don't
know.
want to be sprouting false information,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
As far as I'm aware,
It was
Yeah.
great.
Yes.
It was very good.
B&B won.
And then we went to... I'm jumping
What's your
ahead, sorry.
song? No, Morelli's.
Morales, yeah, we did.
We did. And I got a wee regatta fleece.
You did for what?
And
Like
a wee
haven't worn it
picnics.
a tenner?
Haven't worn it once. Yeah, I got some sweeties and Sheilas. So what do we all get in Bob and Bert's?
I got some.
Kira can go
Some
last.
personal
Yeah,
attack.
Yeah, Kira can go
I got
last.
the loaded fries.
Yeah.
I
You-
got the salted chili chicken loaded fries, I think.
And I also got I think Bob's loaded fries, pulled pork and stuff like that. Kira, what did you get?
I got a kid's meal.
Kids meal!
By accident. So the woman said to me, I said, oh, can I have chicken goose and chips? Yeah, that's fine. And she goes, you get a drink with that? I was like, oh, perfect. Don't have to buy a drink. Then she goes, just choose one of the wee funky monkeys out of the fridge there.
Was that like clear, like red
And I
flag
was
of
like,
like choose
I
a
didn't
funky
really
monkey?
think. I was like, I turned around and was like, oh, okay. And then, yeah, it was a kid's meal.
It was a little water bottle with a monkey
Yep.
on it.
Oh, was it water?
No, it was
Flavoured
it was
water.
flavoured
Oh, okay,
but it was
okay.
clear. So I'm like, oh.
Oh.
Flavoured water is usually clear, I feel like.
Oh, right, yes, it was like the
Yeah.
strawberry
And so
stuff.
it's like
Yeah.
juice.
Why are we
Yeah.
like icking about that? That's
Yeah,
normal.
yeah.
That's normal behaviour.
And then we went to you guys all got vanilla ice cream, didn't you?
Yeah,
Really?
Unreal,
I
double
got it
cream.
from Jack's
10 out of 10.
recommendation.
No, if you go to Morelli's, right, personally, I'm a very plain person. You'll learn this about me. If you're going to, right, margarita pizza is where it's at. And
No.
margarita pizza and vanilla ice cream, they are the benchmarks of pizza and ice cream. If they can't make good margaritas and if they can't make good vanilla, then what's the point in trying anything else? That's my personal opinion. And that's why I always go for a wee vanilla, but each to their own, I guess.
I got mint choc chip, but I then threw it in the bin.
Did you?
Mainly because I was sick of carrying it and like I had other stuff and oh no, that's what it was.
My hands were really cold when I was because it was freezing
Oh, I used got tubs.
outside as well.
I got tubs, but then that's what it was. You couldn't eat or drink in the regatta store, so I just shucked her in the bin. And when I'd rather get a quarter zip that I haven't worn once.
Oh, dear.
But hey ho, there you go. And then we ended up on Port Stewart Strand. Big Gavin got onto the
Big Gavin got
onto the
driving the
beach.
sand.
And I think your command to us was, hey guys, clean your feet when you get back into the car because, you know, don't want sand in the car, you know.
To be fair, right, continue what you're saying.
And then we got out at Dookie's Goodies. And Chloe had taken half the beach with her in the back seat.
I didn't mean to.
I-
I banged my feet
I
off
have a
the car
question.
for ages.
Which side of the car were you two sitting on? Who was behind the driver?
I was behind the driver.
You were a passenger?
No.
Don't write me here.
Yeah, I was.
Driver's side was worse than the passenger when I got
Oh,
home.
let's
There is
go.
no
Let's
way.
go.
I stood on my brand new fleece. There's no way.
Did you?
Yeah, I stood on the fleece to be like,
Well,
I
He's
don't want.
lying.
I pulled the wee mat out and I shook it and there was more sand
Oh,
coming off.
behave yourselves.
Driver's
There's no
side
way.
than
Ah, do you know what? Thank you,
passenger
Jack.
seat was worse in total, but between you two, yours was worse.
So mine was the best
the
out of the whole
passenger-
car.
No, mine was the best
Yeah,
out of the
after
whole car.
you.
Yeah.
What do you mean the passenger
Okay.
seat was worse in total? As in, like,
Hers was the worst, then
Yes,
yours,
but
then
see-
mine.
Mine-
Oh,
Then
so
it-
you were the worst.
But you had less like real estate to work with because you had all my coat. You had like my coat and all down there, so you
Yeah.
had a very centralized. Yeah,
intricate.
yeah.
As in, she had the worst, even though she had a small area? Or like.
Well, yes, because all the sand would have been concentrated in
Oh,
that
okay,
area.
okay. We're really getting
Look,
this
Daniel, at
on,
the end of the
Take
day,
the
let's
sound
just put it
specifics
back to you.
Oh,
Don't try and
you
shift
are-
the blame because you've been at me for this. You've been at me for this that day.
Stood
At
in my
Dougie's
brand new
Goodies,
fleece. Sorry.
he was slobbering at me, and I swear I was banging my feet for ages before I got into your car because I know it's annoying, Jack.
Yeah, yeah.
And this guy was like actually ripped me to shreds at the back of the car. Like, oh my god, look at the mess you've made, look at the mess. And it was you who was the worst. So I just want this to be marked right now for the personal journal of us four that you were the worst.
Okay.
Thank you.
Even the passenger
Moving
seat
on.
was worse, but, yes, sorry. Yes, you're totally right. My bad. And then, yeah, we went to Dougie's Goodies on the way home. And
Indeed.
we got a few chocolate French fancies.
I spent £7.
I actually got a brownie.
What was it like?
It was okay. It was alright. I just don't know if I'm like the biggest fan of stuff like that.
Because I
I
had
really enjoyed mine.
I had looked on the Dougie's Goodies website for like a, did I tell you this, guys, this? For like a custom cake
Oh, yes, you did, yes.
for the 100th episode of the Dualcast. And
What's it all called?
the Dualcast is my podcast I host. Yeah.
Yep.
Check that out as well. But they're very expensive, so I didn't. Well, not really expensive, but not money I wanted to spend on a cake. Put it that way.
For
So
a
fair.
podcast.
For a podcast.
That makes no money.
Oh,
No. And then she wonders why any chance I get to bring her falling like a Oompa Loompa off her chair in a seminar. She wonders why I take every opportunity to bring it up. I think we have a very love-hate relationship, I'd say.
Yeah.
It's mainly love, but it's, you know.
Usually like
I wouldn't
siblings.
say that.
Yeah.
to be
Does
honest.
mine.
Usually like
Sibling
siblings.
rivalry.
No, because on that trip to Port Rush, me and you were sat in the
We're
front.
very civilized.
Literally, we were getting on as like
Civilized.
like
Civilized Keira.
normal
Boys her hair and buns
normal adults at the ripe old age of 19.
Yeah.
and these two in the back were sitting slapping each other, being like,
Yeah.
"You smell bad."
That just didn't happen.
You did smell bad. No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. But you know, did you try before you went? I'm only joking. Where are we gonna go next?
I think Albufeira. Albufeira.
Sorry, I should have clarified that. Nowhere that involves
Flying.
Belfast International or
Plane.
George Best or Dublin. I think it's in like no airports
I think a wee Donegal trip would
within
be
the
good.
within the.
I love
Within the
Donegal.
country.
Donegal. I've
I
never
went
been.
there twice.
Go see Michael.
We could.
Yeah.
He also runs a show here on
He does.
Queen's
Hawkeye.
Radio.
I was talking about
Tune
it
in.
earlier, and I was like, "What happened?" And I was like, "I just had no idea how to work it." I was like, nice, but yeah, we're what's our theme for next week before we finish up? What's our theme?
Did you say
Public transport.
public
yeah.
transport
Public-
and driving stories?
Is it definitely?
Yeah.
Did you check the weeks?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah.
It's public transport and bad driving stories or any
Which I think would be a good
If you've
one.
been in a 4-car pileup, this is a show for you next week. Send it in.
Honestly, any sort of stories that you have that involve something either traumatic, funny, embarrassing that's happened in your car, on a train, on a bus, on a plane. Well,
Plane.
nothing too
Bit of
explicit,
rhyming.
please. Let's just keep that in
Or
mind.
plane. I have a good one, but obviously I'll save it for next week. Yeah, so be as detailed as possible, and then I'm sure we all have our own
Yeah, we all have
driving
our own
Oh,
stories
transport
and things.
stories
like
Yeah.
that.
that we're happy to dish out and chat about. So yeah, you gotta. Well, what we'll do is we'll put a Google form out on our stories and stuff, and there'll be one in the. If you're listening to Queen's Radio live, thanks very much. But if you're not listening on Queen's Radio, or you want to re-listen, you can find us on YouTube or Spotify on the catch up.
Get some of our clips on TikTok and Instagram as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's where we'll be from next week. So that's where we'll be: public transport and bad driving stories.
And it will definitely be a lot more focused. Like this week was kind of generalised.
Yeah, we've no
just-
topic, so it was just
you know,
yap,
it
yap,
was just
yap.
us.
Yap,
Yeah,
yap,
yeah,
yap.
it's
Us
just
talking
yap,
about
yap.
us. Now, hopefully, you know a bit about us and our personalities. So at least, next week you'll feel comfortable putting some of your stuff in.
Yeah.
Whether you like us or not.
Whether
Yeah.
you like us or not,
Yeah.
add it in
Or
and
sticking at
we'll
it.
talk about it. I
Get
think
me-
as well, we'd love to get a kick out of some people's like stories. I love
Yeah.
hearing like
Hearing other people's
Other
stories.
people's
Discussing the
stories,
stories
yeah.
and stuff, and like just hearing like people,
Other people's misfortunes.
being a 4-car pileup. Yeah, I love it. And stuff like that. So yeah.
and it's all students in Belfast as well. Like, don't worry if you're not from Queens.
Yeah.
Send it in.
If you're Ulster scum, you can also send a.
I do not support that last
I'm
statement.
only joking, guys. I'm only joking. But if you're in a rival university, you can also send your
Why?
weddings and
Why
stuff.
rival? We're gonna get cancelled.
They are rivals.
You
We're
mean,
not
are you talking
rivals.
about Stranmillis? Obviously.
Stranmillis, Ulster, anybody that isn't Queens. You know.
Okay,
Do they have radio stations?
probably.
Stranmillis, I think, is part of Queens. No?
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's a
is.
sister school
Branch.
branch.
I don't know, but anyway, if you're a student out there and you want to get involved, send into one of our Google forms. The links will be on all the socials, I think.
Being everything.
And if you can't use the forum, send it on Instagram or something. Send us a DM, and
Yeah.
we'll.
Right, are we happy to
I think we'll wrap
sign
it
up?
up.
Yeah.
Sign off.
We're gonna hit the wee Yappenin button again. So yes.
Right, catch
See
you
you
guys
all
next
next
week.
week.
See you later.
See you later. Goodbye.
To yap.
It's time to yap. Turn it up.
It's Chloe.
Daniel.
Jack.
And Keira.
And this is
What's happening?
Live on Queen's Radio.
On YouTube and Spotify.